Hi family, hi YouTube family, welcome to On the Cusp with Daphne. We meet again on the Cusp, a place where inspiration meets evolution. If it's your first time here, feel right at home by subscribing, by liking the video. The Cusp is where we meet again, the point at which we evolve, the point at which we step onto with the hope of evolving and stepping away as different people. That's if we ever step away at all. In today's video, we're going to discuss the great news about the NMC.
Can do it like you.
So the NMC has spoken. The NMC has finally spoken. What are you and I going to do? Are we going to speak? Are we going to keep quiet? This is the time, the one time we need to make our voices heard. Welcome to On the Cusp with Daphne, a place where inspiration meets evolution. In today's video, I bring you an update about what is the status quo with regards to the information with regards to the Nursing and Midwifery Council on the Eilts OET or English requirement situation for foreign trained nurses. That is nurses who are from non-English speaking countries, or at least not the majority English speaking countries, according to the classification that the NMC has. So stay tuned to the channel as I bring you more information as to how can we all collectively make our voices heard on this very important matter. Stay tuned to the channel as I bring you more. And of course, for my returning subscribers, you guys are the best. I cannot thank you enough for your ongoing support, for your love, for the likes, for the share, as well as participation. Thank you. So let's get right into the video. Eilts, what has become the bane of most overseas applicants' lives. I wouldn't say nurses, because even other categories of employees or people who are seeking opportunities overseas still need to undertake Eilts. The difference being, for immigration purposes, the scoring is slightly lower and perhaps much more lenient as opposed to the standard scoring set by the NMC currently. So this, personally, I view as very positive news. The fact that NMC is so proactive in their approach in this. I mean, first of all, even if you're on their mailing list, for someone like myself, I received an email that just informs me of the current developments as far as this regard is concerned, including the link for the survey. And I know on their social pages, on their webpage, on their Nursing and Midwifery page, they have the links to the survey. If you ask me, I'm of the view that the NMC is taking a rather encouraging and positive step in approaching this matter in this way, where a consultative process is underway for you and I, my friends, to participate and have our say. Are we going to be the agents of change? Or are we going to just sit in our comfort zones and think, oh, this doesn't affect me, I've already done my Eilts, or I don't need Eilts for any other reason? Actually, your views are welcome. The NMC is encouraging participation from anyone, from the public, from the healthcare professionals, from any and everyone. So really, we have no reason to stand back and hope that somebody else does this for us or for our fellow brothers and sisters that are not within the UK and struggling because they're facing the challenges posed by Eilts. Besides the prohibitive costs that are so enormous for many people who are outside of the UK, even if you're in the UK, the cost is, number one, prohibitive. Yes, the NMC might say it's not set by themselves. This fee is not set by the NMC, but rather it's a government set fee, which I appreciate. But I feel like even when it comes to a place where we can write our comments, this is something worth a mention. We just don't know what happens when departments start communicating between themselves. It's something they could even consider to lower the cost. It's really prohibitive. It's a lot of money, especially for people who need to sit for Eilts more than once. You need to dig deep into your pocket. So one, cost is prohibitive, and eventually when people get to raise the funds to pay for this exam, it's still not as user-friendly, especially because, having sat through it, I don't feel it's an accurate measure of anyone's level of understanding, of comprehension and communication. I just feel so many things can actually sway you the other way, where you end up not passing Eilts just because either you are nervous or because you are not familiar with the accents of people in the video. Months ago, I did a video which I link on here on Eilts and OET. Hopefully, if you're not familiar with what Eilts is, you can have a look at these 2 videos I'm going to link, which I've done in the past, and have an understanding what challenges we are facing, or what challenges the healthcare community are facing at large out there. So be kind enough to check these videos out, and do not hold back your participation on the basis that you have no idea what Eilts is. I have equipped you with enough information that will help guide you as to making an informed choice. It's also important at this point to say we need to also be aware of not wasting such an opportunity by starting to complain about how difficult this process is. We are at the consultative stage because there's already an acknowledgement that the process is challenging, that the exam is not user-friendly for all. So there's no point taking part in a survey only to complain. At this point, NMC are looking for sustainable, realistic, value-adding contributions to their process. It will inform the policy going forward. Wouldn't it be so nice to know that you formed a legacy, you participated in the decision making that NMC came up with for these exams? Our views, needless to say, would be numerous, would be so many. However, don't make that an excuse. Needless to say, I am taking mine. I've got my email. I'm going to participate in my link, and where there is a place, the one thing I'd also like to highlight, besides the suggestions of what I think should be the way forward in terms of what to accept as English competency, I would also like to mention the issue of cost. Yes, I feel like it has nothing to do with the NMC, but it's something I'd like to add just as an additional thing, or any other factor to add. So I would urge you to please call in your friends, get as many people as you can to participate in this survey. You may feel like you don't want to come to the UK ever, or you'll never come, or it doesn't affect you. You just never know. The decisions that are made today might in some way impact you. You may even be in the UK, for that matter, working and nursing here and feeling like, what's this got to do with me? It wasn't even a thing when I came to the UK. But just spare a thought for the challenges faced by our fellow colleagues outside of the country that are looking to come in. You know the challenges we deal with. You know the staff shortages. You know the challenges that you face on a daily basis in your place of work, where there is such dire shortages for staff. So I think we also need to be part of the legacy in paving the way for others to come in by adding our voices. And even if you're outside the borders, please add your voice to this consultation. Don't hesitate. Don't leave it for anyone else to do it for you. Don't think that your view will not be read or it will not be taken seriously. Make sure you participate. There is no reason for us not to participate. We've been given a golden opportunity. Very rarely are these decisions taken with our input in mind. So this, for me, like I said, is very encouraging and only suggests that the outcome will be positive. And I know that many of you who've already booked Eilts, many of you that I talked to you who've already booked for your Eilts this month, I suggest you just go on as per current standard. Don't try to lower your guard. Don't try to lower your standards with the hope that NMC is going to lower the score, because we really don't know what the outcome is going to be. So I think aim high anyway. Just raise your bar for yourself. Aim high and study as though there was no consultation in place, because we still don't know with effect from when will the changes be implemented. Even if they are implemented, we don't know with effect from when. So best to just aim high and go in there blazing, telling yourself that you are coming to the UK come rain or shine. And with this, I'd like to wish you the very best for your Eilts exam. I know I'm speaking to someone who is rehearsing aggressively, and good luck with your rehearsals. And I know you're doing the best you can, and I believe you can do it. Nerves aside, just be confident walking in there. Rehearse, go through the revision material that is available from different sites, the British Council and so forth. These are things that I mentioned from my video. I also can't help but feel like the real pioneers of this whole process need to be credited to these 2 ladies. These two ladies have done amazing work. We cannot thank them enough for a pivotal role they played in raising this issue and flagging it and bringing it to the fore. I feel like they could have easily walked on to say they've got their doctorate, they've got their masters, they're not bothered, this doesn't affect them in any way. But they felt so strongly about how this is posing a challenge for the nurses in India specifically. They were being the voices of the nurses from India who were being really blocked at the stage of Eilts to come into the UK, and they started taking this upon themselves. So big ups to these two ladies. It would be remiss of me not to give them mention, and I'll link the article below that goes into great detail as to what role they've played in facilitating this whole process. I feel like if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be talking consultation today. I could be wrong, but I also feel like they went so far in setting the ball in motion for us to be talking about this today. So should you meet them on the plane, should you meet them in shopping centers, should you meet them anywhere, show them some love. They have taught us something, that even if something does not impact you directly, you can be the voice for the less privileged. You can be the voice for the people who are distant, who are so far from the solution, and use your privilege to be part of the solution, which is exactly what we are going to do today by participating in the survey. I'm going to link the link for the survey that was sent to me on my email, as well as the NMC website where you want to participate. It takes about 20 minutes of your time, and let's do it. Let's get this party started and be part of the history making and have our voices heard towards policy making going forward. Who knows, it may not be the last thing that we're invited to participate in and have our views heard. So let's take advantage of this rare opportunity and turn it into a positive moment for all of us, and have more of you that are still outside the country trying to come in with ease. Looking forward to your input, to your participation, and what you think should be changing with regards to the Eilts score. Thank you for your participation. Stay tuned. Don't forget to look after your health, your wellness, and your well-being. Not forgetting to check this recipe out where I made this delicious smoothie and Okay, I'd like to link this video that takes you through a step-by-step guide as to how to complete the survey. That shows you a step-by-step guide as to how you can complete the survey as a participant, how you can participate in the survey. And as we said, all it will require is about 20 minutes of your time. 20 minutes well spent. 20 minutes that's going to impact a lifetime of so many of us. Thank you for staying tuned. I'll see you on the next video.
No one can do it like you.